Great Depression was an era in American history where the economy was at an all-time low. The crash of the stock market in 1929 was considered to be the start of the Great Depression. This day, later on to be called Black Tuesday, will have affected American life throughout the 1930s. From 1929 to 1933, 85,000 businesses went bankrupt. 13 million people were unemployed. 2,600 schools were closed. My grandma Lucy talks about this and how it had a personal effect on her and her family, as well as the neighborhood she lived in.
Yeah, and it's very hard for my mom because we were too many to support. And then my dad passed away. At that time, it was not a welfare. It was welfare because they give us the food to survive because there was no work. My mom can work. Because she have all these kids to support. So they used to call it not welfare. They used to call it el relief. Relief. That's what they used to call it on those days. Now they call it welfare, right? Yeah, and this is how my mom used to feed us through the government. The government gave us food and clothes. Materials to make the clothes. So it was very hard for my mom to feed us.
Yeah.
And we didn't have too much school. School. It affected us, through school because my mom didn't have nothing to give us to eat, and we didn't have no clothes, or shoes, So actually, we never did went to school, unless they come and knock at the door and say you need to go to school. And my mom told them, they don't got shoes. How can I send them without no shoes? Over there in Texas, it's very cold, in the winter time, So then they gave my mom, like a little ticket, for her to go, to this place so they can give us shoes. So we can go to school. None of them will go to school because we were very poor. That's why, and then my mom have to go and look for a job, with the people that, needed, work to wash their clothes and iron, so they can pay her, couple of dollars, so he can come and buy us bread or whatever, We didn't have no beans, no bread for days, so we were very poor and hungry. All the people they used, where we grew up, around our neighbors, they were the same, very poor, very, very poor. We used to sleep in one room, one little room, everybody on the floor, because there was no work. It was very, very hard. We grow we grow like, I wish I had, the things that other people had, and we never had it.
As World War II started, the work opportunities and roles in society for women skyrocketed. As many men went to join the army during World War II, They left behind jobs and work for women. The government also wanted women to help make supplies for the army. They used propaganda encouraging women to work and get out of the normal housewife role. My grandma talks about her and her mother's work in the factories, helping the war effort by making clothes. She also talks about her working at a young age trying to make money to support her big family.
They teach them, how to sew, so they can make that, you know, the clothes, so they can send them to like a big warehouse, so they can ship it, to overseas, for the soldiers. Yeah, that's what they used to make their clothes, you know, the shirts, the pants, you know, and they were green, green material, and this is when my mom learned how to use the sewing machine because they teach them how to do it, you know. So they were doing jobs that fixing the machines, men's job. Put it this way, my mom have to do work, you know after they took everybody, then it was work, then they start a little work, you know for the poor boy. I start working. I I was about 10 years old when I start going to. There was a big laundry, like a factory laundry where they wash clothes, you know, and I used to go in there and sweep, sweep, trying to help.
Following the attack on Pearl Harbor, the government felt it was necessary to transport Japanese citizens to relocation camps. The government feared that if they had to use the West Coast as a battle zone, some of the Japanese living on the West Coast could be spies or be helping the Japanese. Most were loyal, but some were deemed dangerous, so they moved citizens and non-citizens to relocation camps. My grandma talks about her experience with seeing Japanese citizens taken away and buying Japanese-owned land after they were relocated.
I'm on the top of the tractor, which they took all the Japanese people from their properties and put them in camps. And this tractor belonged to them. I saw them when they came for them. They came in big trucks, army trucks, and they took the Japanese from the range, and we were all so scared because we thought they were gonna take us too, but they didn't. They just took the Japanese.
Did you ever see them again?
I never saw them no more.
No.
They were crying. But they told them that the government had to take them because they bombed the Pearl Harbor.
In conclusion, my grandma Lucy experienced a lot of history in the making. Two key events she experienced and lived through was the Great Depression and World War II. She can now live to tell about these two events and their effects to new generations. This concludes my presentation.